Alright, let's see if I can freestyle this. This is mainly for the Discord side of things. A lot of this, what you're going to do is go into settings. This is where you're going to be able to find the roles. You can create the roles, name it. You can name it whatever. In terms of permissions, as long as you have access to the permissions, you can technically apply it. As long as it, and essentially, you're not going to be able to edit anything above your own role. Gotta go back to here because I cannot edit my own role and anything above it. Anything below it, you can apply the same amount of permissions you can be as the role you currently have. Now, normally you can just click down here. You can create a channel or create a category. The category actually holds channels. There are two different types of channels. There's voice. There is text, voice. The forum in of itself is more for organized discussions. Announcements is pretty self-explanatory. Self-explanatory. Stage, I don't have much information about that one, but it should also be self-explanatory. Channel name, you can name it whatever, and when you do a private channel, you can set which ones are able to actively enter it. Now, if someone has the administrator role, they're going to see all private channels and all permissions. Anybody who doesn't have administrator and does not have the same roles in order to access will not be able to see it, so your little thing will be safe. I'm going to be canceling that. Now, if you want to edit an already current category role, you're just going to right click with the mouse, and then you're going to be going down to edit category, and it's going to be in terms of permissions. This is where all the ones that are accessed. Most of it's administrator. A lot of this is in terms of what can access what. These are all the permissions you can set for each role in the channel. Now, if they have administrator, again, they can bypass all this, but if they do not, even if they have the right permissions, you can deny them the permissions within the channels. Now, voice channels do have a little bit of extra stuff. I guess I can go through each one. Manage permissions, essentially that means that they can edit all of this. Manage webhooks, that is basically adding, I think, little bits of media, creating an invite specifically from this channel. Send messages, if you want a channel in order for people to actively text in, you're going to want to click that or leave it there. It doesn't matter, but if you want to be very specific, you can just do these one by one. If a thread or post is made, this allows people to send messages in there. This allows you to create public threads from the main channel because it'll be tied to it. Private threads are basically the same as private channels, except from a main channel, and only specific people or roles can edit it. And now, embedded links, don't have much experience in regards to this, but it should also be self-explanatory. Allow links that members share to show embedded content in these channels. I believe it's like GIFs or something like that. Attach files, allowing the files to be pasted or not. Reactions is basically an emoji to a specific image or text, so that you don't have to speak yes or no. External emojis, basically if they have Discord Nitro, they can add emojis from where they have. External stickers, basically same thing. This is a mention at everyone. I would not recommend giving anybody at everyone unless they're of some importance or that is their job. Managed messaging, again, pretty self-explanatory. It's deleting other messages. This is pinning things to so that people can find something to go back to. This isn't necessarily super important, but it's like if you want to have notes or reminders. Bypass slow modes is typically used for staff in order to not be affected by the channel settings. But if you have an administrator, it doesn't really matter. But if you're kind of going for a one where you want more power and your staff only seeing certain things, you can do that. Managing threads and posts, that's basically where you, again, self-explanatory, imagine it. Now, if you, for read history, this one's a little bit tricky, but most of the time you will want it to be yes. If it is a no, basically as long as they're on Discord, they will be able to see it. If they close it for whatever reason, or if they're not in the channel or whatever, they will not be able to see it, which is actually pretty good for privacy stuff. Now, send text to speech messages, pretty self-explanatory. Voice messages, about the same. Creating polls is typically used for staff as well. This is connecting, so this allows for them to join or not in regards to voice, speak. Basically, you're going to want to leave a lot of this stuff alone unless you want specifically. Basically, if this is a no, basically tell someone who has higher authority, unmutes them. They cannot speak, but they can still join if that is checked. Video, self-explanatory. This allows the video or no. Soundboard, I usually like to keep mine off because soundboards are annoying. External noises, now I guess that would be connected to soundboard as well. Voice activity. If this is disabled, as long as somebody has a push to talk, they can talk. This kind of helps with organizing so people can actively listen. Priority speaker is a little bit trickier, but when you push a button, it overrides other people's or lowers theirs. This allows specific people to mute other people within the specific category. This area is more of for specific people or specific roles within that specific category. Moving members as well. And this one is basically you're just editing like what you're doing in the channel, applicable commands connected to bots. Activities is typically those little games, mini games you can play. External apps, pretty self-explanatory as well. Request to speak, first stage, everyone at events, stuff. That is pretty self-explanatory in of itself. I believe that's the most of it.